this century. Whenever you bring up Buffalo, you now have to talk about more than just wings and Niagara Falls, because a new era has dawned in Western New York as the Bengals come calling for the most important week of the preseason.
With the new season just around the corner, dress rehearsal is almost over.
Let's keep climbing, let's keep standing, let's keep building.
It's time to step up and prove you deserve a starring role. Doesn't matter if you're a rookie QB or a seasoned vet. For some, this could be their final shot at the NFL dream. Show everyone what you got. You ready?
And the spotlight will be on the two quarterbacks today for Buffalo. It's their young QB, Josh Allen. The first-round pick with the rocket arm has Bills fans seeing a future that recalls the glory days of the early 90s. In large part because the Bengals QB, Andy Dalton, last year helped get Buffalo back into the playoffs for the first time since the late 90s. His season-ending win also helped the Bills in a 17-year playoff drought. It's the Bengals visiting the Bills, and we got it for you live in preseason action right here on Fox. Come on out here and stay a while, folks. I'm Kurt Menefee alongside 14-time Pro Bowler and surefire Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez. You know, this third preseason game, usually the most significant of the preseason, but rarely does it have any special meaning. This one, though, might serve as sort of a thank you. We mentioned it earlier that in the last minute of the last quarter of the final game last year, trailing Baltimore and facing an all-or-nothing 4th and 12, Cincinnati's Andy Dalton and Tyler Boyd hooked up for a 49-yard game winner that not only beat the Ravens in that contest, but allowed the Bills, who were watching in their locker room on TV, to win a tiebreaker with Baltimore and earn a trip to the playoffs for the first time since 1990. So when Dalton was introduced today to the crowd here in Buffalo, they showed some appreciation.
JJ and I wanted to take this time to say thank you for the support.
Dalton got a nice ovation from the crowd that's here. And after that game, they also went online and donated more than $400,000 to his foundation. He, in turn, gave some of that money back to pediatric cancer research here in the Buffalo area. So a good win all around, not just on the football field, for everybody. But something tells me, Tony Gonzalez, once this game kicks off, the love for Dalton's going to disappear from this crowd.
Yeah, that's a neat story, but you're exactly right, Kurt. I mean, it's a new dawn, new day. What have you done for me lately to take a verse out of Janet Jackson? So these fans, and especially the Buffalo defense, they're not going to be thinking about last year. They're going to be thinking about this year, trying to get ready for the opening day.
All right, so Andy Dalton's the wily old veteran starting for the Cincinnati Bengals. There's a new starter for Buffalo, their rookie first-round pick, Josh Allen, getting a start today and maybe getting a chance to win this job. What can we expect from him?
Yeah, you know what? I've had a chance to watch him play in the preseason. He's got that rocket arm that everybody talks about. It is really pretty to see that ball leave his hands. But what really has impressed me about him is his ability to move around in the pocket. The kid's got some legs. He can make plays with his legs. But this is it. He needs to go out there, have himself a nice showing today, because with A.J. McCarron being hurt, he has an opportunity to be the starter come opening day.
All right, we'll see how his audition goes. So we send it up to the booth, and the guys calling the game for us here on Fox, Kevin Barkhart, and upstate New York kid, Charles Davis. Kevin, tell me he paid for dinner last night, didn't he?
Hey, we had some food last night, Kurt. That's for sure. You're at Buffalo, right? You got to have a little barbecue. Let's talk about, though, Josh Allen. You heard Tony Gonzalez, Charles, talking about him a little bit. He gets a chance this week. So they've rotated quarterbacks. They have not named a starter for week number 1. Sean McDermott's been pretty coy about that. But Allen gets a start this week when all the starters are playing, and I'm wondering if he can win the job.
I think that he can, and I don't think there's any doubt that if he goes out today, executes at a high level, and shows that he's grabbed the reins of this team, and I think this team likes him a lot. Tony made some great points about his athleticism and playmaking ability, but if he executes at a high level, I think he can win the job and be their starter.
And we're going to see him for a while. He's going to play into the third quarter with most of the starting unit for Buffalo. Meanwhile, the guys are talking about Andy Dalton, who got an unbelievable, rousing ovation. I've never seen that for a visiting quarterback. More on that, though, during the game. When you think about the Bengals, 2 bad seasons in a row, but it has to come back to their stars, right? The two guys that came into the league together, and that's Andy Dalton and A.J. Green.
And remember, in the beginning, they were just following established guys and just happy to play. Now, as Kurt said, Andy Dalton is the wily old veteran, and so is A.J. Green. They've got to lead this team. A bunch of youngsters who are making plays in preseason. They want to get back to the playoffs. It starts with those two.
Yeah, well, we'll see how we look today. Most of the starters playing today, at least for the first half. It's a dress rehearsal. Week 3 of the preseason, and football, Charles Davis, is back here in Buffalo today on a warm summer Sunday. It's the Bills and the Bengals. It's the NFL on Fox. Kickoff up next.